The Lex
Yeah.
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggy bank, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious?
Before we get started with the episode today, I just want to talk to you real quick about my friend Patrick Spicer over at Hybrid Human Performances. Hybrid Human Performances is a state-of-the-art training facility located in Lincoln, Nebraska, with reputable coaches that can take you to the next level. Each training session is designed to and for the athlete to be successful in their sport. Notable Hybrid Human Performance alumni include cornerback for the Chicago Bears, Lamar Jackson, Seahawks safety, Deontay Williams, Nebraska Cornhuskers quarterback, Casey Thompson, and Lincoln native Noah Walters, quarterback for the North Alabama Lions. If you want to take your game to the next level, contact Patrick with Hybrid Human Performance at 307-321-8365 or shoot him an email at Patrick, Patrick, at hybrid-hp.com. Enjoy the episode.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oscar Galindo. I'm here with another episode of The Official Visit. Today I am joined by Lincoln Southeast sophomore defensive lineman / tight end, Pierre Allen Jr. Pierre, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, man. I catch you in between. What you got going on? Team lift after this or what?
Yeah, I got a team lift at 4 with some of the team.
Nice. You guys getting a good number of guys out there for
yeah.
Nice, that's
They're
good.
The people in winter sports.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But still, all the guys that aren't in sports, it's good to see, see them getting that work in early. All right, so we're gonna start off with just a couple warm-up questions here. I guess the first one I got for you is, do you, as an individual or maybe as a team, do you have any pregame, like maybe you got a little ritual or a little tradition, or maybe you got some superstition, like maybe you got lucky socks or something?
Usually my ritual, I just get something to eat before every game because you got to eat something good.
Yeah.
In company, I get some pasta there. I usually eat pasta before the game.
Wait, from where did you say?
Noodles and Company.
Okay, Noodles and Company. All right. Yeah, I don't think I've tried that, but okay, get some good pasta, get some good carbs going.
Yeah, chicken and pasta.
Yeah, nice. You do anything? You got like music that you listen to, or just whatever's going on in the locker room?
Coach Gottula is pretty strict, but so he likes to keep it. He wants guys locked in, quiet. So when we listen to music, it's usually we just pods on or our beats.
Headphones and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody their own thing.
Yeah. What gets you pumped up before a game?
Probably Dreams and Nightmares.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, yeah, man. I'll be listening to that like in the gym. When I go to the gym, just in my car, dude. Just right before, man. Just that final motivation to get me inside. All right. Who is your favorite player at your position? That could be at college. It could be in the NFL. Who would that be for you?
I like watching Nick Bosa a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, Chase Young.
All right. What is it about them that kind of interests you?
They just get off the ball fast. They're quick. Nick Bosa, he's like my kind of build too. I mean, not Nick Bosa. He's like my kind of build. Ohio State's my favorite college team, so I watched him a lot.
Yeah.
While he was.
All right. Okay. So then you talked a little bit about Noodles and Company, but in Lincoln, if I'm going out to eat in Lincoln, outside of a McDonald's or Applebee's or IHOP, whatever, what's a good low key spot to go get some grub out in Lincoln?
Honest Abe's.
Honest Abe's. Oh yeah, I've had
Burger.
burgers. Yeah, yeah, I've had one from there. They're really good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Burger.
yeah, Lincoln's got some heat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
For a fast food place.
Sorry, cutting out a little bit. What was that?
It's a little expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah. But hey, man, might be worth it, honestly. So then last kind of warm-up question I got here for you. So I don't know if viewers know or not, but your dad, Pierre Allen Sr. He played for the Huskers and he played in the NFL. But my question to you is, if you put your dad as a sophomore and yourself as a sophomore in I guess like a Oklahoma, I don't know, so some rep against each other, who's coming out on top of that one?
I got me. He was more of a basketball guy.
Oh
His first
yeah.
first choice was basketball. He was committed for basketball actually to Syracuse. Then
Okay.
he was supposed to come to Nebraska for basketball, but they told him he could do both. But football season's first, and then got him hella big. He gained like 50 pounds. So
Yeah.
he was, but he said I was already bigger than him as a sophomore and better than him at football in high school.
All right. Yeah. So you got him as a sophomore, but maybe we'll have to revisit this question in like about 4 years. See where you guys match up then. All right. So that was just a bit of the warm-up questions. So next we're gonna talk a little bit about Southeast and you guys' season this year. You guys finished 5-5. From what I saw is you guys had a bit of a young team. You guys had a lot of good vets or good older guys like a lot of key positions, but for the most part, you guys were pretty young.
Yeah.
Ended the season 5-5. Still made it to the playoffs. Do you want to maybe recap the season or reflect on your season individually and maybe as a team and how that went for you guys?
My eyes, it was a disappointing season. We were projected. We had higher expectations. All the losses we had were one-score games, like the East game. We were up 14-0. We couldn't pull through. They came back, 21-14 loss. Elkhorn South had them. I think the final score was 31-24. Millard West, we lost by 1 point. Southwest, overtime loss, game-winning field goal. And Gretna, we almost upset the number one team in the state in playoffs by a 3-point loss.
Yeah.
So all those are winnable games, key mistakes.
Yeah. So then what are you guys doing, to make sure that, next year in those close games, it's you guys that are able to close those games out, instead of, letting the other team, win it or not being able to close it out?
Probably just being more vocal. We got a lot of key guys leaving, like Gunnar, Will Jeske, Max Beanback. So I'm gonna have to step up for the defense and be more of a leader. Know what's going on. In practice, be more vocal, let everybody know their job. So we're not making mistakes come Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, like you said, you're going to be a leader. Did you kind of start taking those steps? Because I feel like on the defensive line, you're already kind of one of those, top guys on the defensive line. Did you already kind of start, taking those steps? And then, like you mentioned, you guys had some good seniors. Did you pick anything up from them along the way that you can implement, going into next year, as one of the leader guys on the defense?
Yeah, compared to my freshman year, I became more of a leader this year. I was a little bit more vocal. The older guys, Gunnar, he was one of my favorite seniors. He took me under my wing since like took me under his wing since 8th grade.
Yeah.
He taught me a lot, just a bunch of, off football field stuff too.
Yeah. So then, like you just mentioned, having Gunnar as a teammate, he's headed off to, I don't know, is he already enrolled at Nebraska? Is he
Yeah,
already?
a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a D1 Power 5 guy. And then you guys also have, I also like, Cooper. He's one of those guys that I think is going to be a top guy around this time next year. What is it, how has practicing against them, as talented as they are on the offensive line, how have they helped you as a defensive lineman and as, an edge rusher, pass rusher, all that kind of stuff?
They helped me a lot because, I say, in my opinion, I might be a little biased, but they're the best tackles in the city. He's got me way better. Me and Cooper, me and Gunnar, we got in a little scuffle sometimes in practice, but it's love.
Yeah.
But they just get me better with their skill level.
Yeah. You got any good stories of that from that or?
Summer camp, about second day of pads. It was a toss with Max. I was running sideways trying to make the tackle. Cooper claims he pancaked me, but he can call it a pancake. I don't think it was a pancake. And then we just got into it after we were talking. And then freshman year, my first rep against Gunnar, I think, I tried to hit a spin move, and he just flat out.
Got you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. Hey, that's, those are those learning moments, man. Sometimes you gotta, and I bet you're tighter than ever after that happened.
Yeah.
All right. So then, kind of shifting over to recruitment, from what I've seen, from what I believe, I think you're going to be, one of the top guys, in the 2025 class, and going to be drawing a lot of attention from schools, all that kind of stuff. Where has your recruitment been at the past couple of months, I guess?
As you know, I took a visit to Nebraska about November. I got a lot of interest in there, but most of their staff got fired. I haven't heard much from the coaching staff of Roll's new coaching staff, but I've heard a little from them. I'm being more recruited though by Wyoming, Oklahoma State. I've talked to the coaches there. They've came and stopped by. I've had a little combos with them, but I can't get into too much because I'm a class 25.
Yeah.
But I would too.
Who was that?
Coach King, the receiver coach from Northern Iowa, UNI.
Okay.
He stopped by. Coach Bull from Wyoming. Those are the schools that are more on me right now.
Okay. And then one thing that that kind of makes you such like a interesting prospect to me is, you're versatile. You could play D line. I feel like you could probably play like an outside linebacker, a stand up role, and you're also athletic and you have, good hands. You play tight end. Have you kind of been, hearing like talks mostly on one side of the ball, or has there been like, oh, maybe we want you at tight end or receiver? Have you had any of those talks?
Coach Gottula, he brings in every one of his players after the season, have a recap. He told me that I had a good sophomore year. I'm gonna have to be more of a leader next season with a bunch of people leaving. And he told me that I will be playing offense next year. They're gonna need me more on the offensive side. I probably won't be playing every drive though, because that'll be pretty tiring. Yeah. Well, but I'm get more reps in at offense, so you'll see me on the tight end or wide receiver.
Okay. So is that kind of drawn college interest too, as like a tight end, or has it mostly been like defensive lineman?
Mostly defensive end and outside linebacker.
Okay.
Because I didn't do any offense this season. That was more my freshman year.
Like you said, you're still kind of, have to play within some limitations, being that you are 2025. But have you, planned any visits? Have you, are you looking at any camps to go, showcases to go to this summer?
I'll for sure head down to the Nebraska pipeline camp because that's just like 16 minutes away from my house.
Yeah.
Kansas State, the schools who have interest in me, plus they're close, so I'll for sure hit those. Wyoming, they've showed me a lot of interest. I'll probably go down there. And then whoever else invites me, I'll be interested in.
Yeah, definitely. Sweet. Kind of talking about the off season and training and all that kind of stuff. What kind of off season training, do you do, or are you planning on doing, are you doing like speed stuff, explosive work, or are you doing like D-line technique, all that kind of stuff?
I train with my dad, D-line stuff, and then I lift on my own and with the team to get bigger, stronger. But I do most of the field work with my dad because the team, we haven't started doing any real field work yet. We start doing that in March, doing lifting and then a little conditioning. But I do some D-line stuff with my dad.
Okay, yeah. Good source to get that training in with. So, all right, and kind of just wrapping it up here. I got a couple more things for you. Make sure let you have enough time to get back to your lift and stuff. So you just had, like you said, coach talked to you. You put good numbers up. Good tape up. From what I've seen, you had a great season. But what are you? What should we expect more of from Pierre Allen Jr. in 2023? Should we look for more? Are you looking at improving like your sack totals? Maybe you're trying to be a little bit more diverse and maybe show you could pop off in coverage, or like you mentioned, you're gonna be playing more tight end, or what should we keep an eye out for in 2023 with you?
I'm for sure gonna try and increase my sacks. I didn't get as much sacks as I expected. I got a lot of tackles, but I want more sacks. I only had about 2-3 sacks this year, so I want to increase that up a lot. I want to try and get more tackles too. I had 75 tackles this season, and then I'm sure you'll for sure see some offensive stuff from me too this year.
Nice. Do you have any like goals, like not like obviously don't numbers come second to winning, or all that kind of stuff, but do you in your head kind of have any set goals in mind, like maybe you want to hit, I don't know, like 8 sacks or 5 sacks, or maybe you want to get a couple forced fumbles, or you have anything like that set in your mind for next year?
I don't have a certain amount I want, but just everything. And then winning because schedules came out. It's the same schedule we had this year, so I kind of season as like our redemption season to things that we lost back, to get revenge on those teams, because all those teams I see very beatable. I could see it's easily beaten. It's possible. A serious threat. So I don't think state of Nebraska should overlook us.
I fully agree. Like you guys, you guys were young this year, but next year that's a lot of experience coming back. You got Owen at QB. I believe like 4 out of 5 offensive linemen are coming back. Yourself. And you got some young guys out there. Cash.
Yeah.
I like Cash. You can go.
We got Nate Applegate. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Most of the guys. They got Cooper, Xavion, a bunch of guys.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye out for you guys in 2023. Yeah, you guys. It's been, I think, since what, 2012, 2011, the last time a Lincoln team made it to the state championship. Something like that. One of those numbers. I can't remember exactly. So, hey man, who knows? Maybe you guys are the ones to break that this year. All right. So then the last thing I have for you is, one thing I do is I give people I'm interviewing a chance to, say, thank you or give their appreciation to, coaches, teammates, parents, all that kind of stuff. just because we don't always take the time to do so in our everyday lives. So this is your opportunity to take time and do that.
Okay. I just want to say thanks to my dad. He's helped me become a better athlete. My mom, biggest supporter. She lives in Atlanta right now, but she tries to make as many games as she can. My teammates, I want to thank them for, building like a brotherhood over here. Just having great time, a bunch of fun moments that I'll forever remember. The coaching staff, they get me better each and every day at practice. Tell me things that I need to hear to become a better football player. They help me out with recruiting. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the position I'm at right now. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, thank you too for what you do, man.
Oh, no problem, dude. You guys, hey man, you guys are the talented ones, man. You guys make it easy for me to do what I do. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, we don't always get the time to do that in our everyday lives. So, this is, like I said, I like to give athletes the opportunity to do so. So, that's all I got. I don't know. I guess last question. You're about to go to lift. What are your numbers right now? What are you pushing in the weight room right now in terms of maxes?
I actually haven't maxed that much. I bench maxed a few weeks ago. It was about 235, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Like the only max I've done in a while. Weight, I'm at I was at 201. So I gained a lot of weight. Yeah, a little more bigger for next season.
Yeah.
So I hold in there. I was about 195 sophomore year. I gained weight from freshman year. Freshman year, I came in about 170, 175.
Yeah,
this year, I'm going to be about, yeah.
It's something I saw, I've kind of, when you update like weights and size and all that kind of stuff, it's like kind of been growing. Even I think I checked today when I was looking at some stuff, and you're at, like you said, 200. I was like, okay, no, that's that getting that size on you. So awesome, man.
Yeah.
Maybe before the season I'll have you on, and maybe a couple of the guys out from Southeast on again. We'll see what those numbers are. Get them pushed up and get the whole team swole, man. All right. Yeah, man, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you taking time, to do this, taking time to, sit down and talk to me. I had a great time. So
okay.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. I appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
All right. Yep. You have a good day.
I seen liars that testified on their oath, I hear rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils.